Hey guys, it's your girl Samantha here, and I just wanted to chime in real quickly and congratulate Glenn Youngkin, the new governor of Virginia. Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe, and Kamala Harris. How's that Latino vote working out for you? So let's go ahead and jump in here. So this is November 2nd, 2021 from businessinsider.com. Republican Glenn Youngkin defeats the Democrat Terry McAuliffe in high-stakes Virginia governor's election. So here's some bullet points here. We say Republican Glenn Youngkin defeated Democrat Terry McAuliffe in Virginia's gubernatorial race. McAuliffe served as governor for one term, and Youngkin is a businessman and first-time candidate. The high-stakes election is a huge win for the GOP and a dire warning for the Democrats. Oh, I love it. So what's at stake here? So Glenn Youngkin defeated Democrat Terry McAuliffe in Virginia's gubernatorial election. Tuesday's race was the biggest test of President Joe Biden and his party's strength since Democrats won back the White House in November 2020 and the Senate in January. McAuliffe, a longtime fixture of Democratic politics, got his start raking in eye-popping sums as a fundraiser for former President Bill Clinton in the late 1990s. After stints as chair of the Democratic National Committee and co-chair of Hillary Clinton's 2008 presidential campaign, McAuliffe served one term as Virginia governor from 2014 to 2018. Youngkin, a wealthy former private equity executive and co-CEO of the Carlyle Group, is a political newcomer and has self-funded much of his campaign. And that's the first thing I was thinking to myself was, I feel like this man has money. And money tends to win in America. So the Virginia native was chosen as the GOP nominee by a select number of party members in a May 8th ranked choice party convention instead of competing in a primary election. So unlike McAuliffe, he's never faced voters before. I'm sure that's not hard for him to do. He's a white, middle-aged white guy with a lot of money. He'll be okay. So Youngkin has depicted himself as an economic conservative and largely avoided discussing former President Donald Trump, who lost Virginia by double digits in 2020. So governors can only serve one term at a time under the Virginia Constitution, meaning current Democratic Governor Ralph Northam is termed out, and McAuliffe was seeking his second term. State politics are increasingly nationalized across the country, and particularly in Virginia, which neighbors the U.S.'s capital. McAuliffe, for his part, acknowledged that the fate of his campaign was closely tied to Washington Democrats. He recently urged Democrats to do whatever it takes to pass their domestic policy agenda, including the bipartisan infrastructure bill, and bemoaned Biden's sinking approval rating. With Youngkin having no real political record of his own, McAuliffe tried aggressively to tie him to Trump. McAuliffe labeled Youngkin as a Trump wannabe, and Democrats argued that the political neophyte's policy positions were virtually indistinguishable from Trump's. While Youngkin welcomed the former president's endorsement, he conceded in recent months that Biden was elected fairly and there wasn't material fraud in the 2020 election. Prior to securing the nomination, though, Youngkin refused to say whether Biden won the election. Youngkin also campaigned on election integrity, a platform that signals his embrace of the GOP's voter fraud conspiracy theories, without explicitly endorsing Trump's false claims about the 2020 election. On Tuesday, Trump released a statement congratulating Youngkin. "I would like to thank my base for coming out in force and voting for Glenn Youngkin. Without you, he would not have been close to winning. The MAGA movement is bigger and stronger than ever before," it said in part. This followed another statement that his spokesperson, Liz Harrington, shared on Twitter one day before the election, touting the fact that Trump and Youngkin get along very well and strongly believe in many of the same policies. The fake news media, together with some of the perverts doing ads ad nauseum on primarily Fox shouldn't take those ads, are trying to create an impression that Glenn Youngkin and I are at odds and don't like each other, the statement said. McAuliffe, however, did not immediately concede the race on Tuesday night. "Folks, not everything is counted, and we're still waiting for a lot of votes to come in. We want to ensure every Virginian's voice is heard," he tweeted shortly after 10:30 p.m. local time. In his efforts to appeal to key suburban voters, Youngkin cast himself as an advocate for parents who oppose vaccine mandates and racial justice efforts in public schools. In a late October campaign ad, Youngkin promoted a Fairfax County parent who fought to remove Toni Morrison's Pulitzer Prize-winning 1987 novel Beloved from her son's high school curriculum, as Governor McAuliffe vetoed a bill mandating that schools notify parents about sexually explicit content their kids are being assigned and allow children to opt out of the schoolwork. When McAuliffe defended schools and said, "I don't think parents should be telling schools what they should teach," at a recent debate, Youngkin accused him of denying parents any say in their kids' education. The latest polls of the race showed education and the economy supplanting COVID-19 as the most important issues to Virginia voters, giving Youngkin a boost in the final days of his campaign. So there you go. The lid is off. So how is that working out for you, Democrats? You want to give illegal immigrants, people who broke the law and came into America, my country, Adolph's country, the country we built, our ancestors built, and we're still waiting on our reparations check. You have Tulsa, Oklahoma survivors who are still living. They're still waiting on their reparations check. And Biden has said many times that he does not feel bad or have any remorse about slavery. He said that he doesn't believe that he's going to give any reparations to ADOS in the form of money. Kamala Harris always says that she's not going to do anything specific for ADOS. Jim Clyburn said that ADOS is not to receive money for reparations. We just get programs. That's what we usually get, is welfare programs. So, Dems, keep fucking with ADOS. Keep fucking with us. You will never see the White House again. We're voting Democratic down ballot. We're going to continue to follow Yvette Carnell and Antonio Moore and what they tell us to do. And we have an entire strategy in place. We're voting for policy, not identity politics. And we are tired of being looked over and ran over while everyone else gets checks and gets money and we get programs. Enough is enough. We are fed up and we're coming for you. We're tired of being overran by everybody, and now illegal immigrants. What a fucking slap in the face. And it's not even just now, because they have been giving illegal immigrants DACA and all kinds of other programs, and that was under Obama. Obama was the first slap in the face, and that's why I did not vote for Biden. I'm so thrilled that I wrote in ADOS instead, and I plan to never vote Democrat again when reparations is not part of their policy. So you guys, let me know what you think about this story. Congratulations again to Glenn Youngkin, a Republican. Seems like, you guys are already losing that Democratic support, Biden, and I hope and pray the fall for the Democrats continues, especially the Congressional Black Caucus as well, who does absolutely nothing for ADOS. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.